everybody, I'm Heather Blackmore for Here She Grows. I'm working on a new bed and I just wanted to show you a few things that are pretty invaluable when you're trying to work. It's such tedious work when you're removing soil or grass, and I wanted to talk to you about a tool that's really been helpful as far as conserving some soil, because when you're digging out chunks of sod, you end up with inches of soil too. So what do you do with that? You can throw it out, which I can't afford to do. I need that soil, and it actually is it's so heavy to haul away too. So the lighter you can make it, the better off you'll be. And this tool has been invaluable for that. So this is a Hori Hori knife. It's a garden knife. I don't know the brand of it. I received it as a gift a couple years ago from my kids. But it's extremely helpful in cutting away soil from those huge chunks of sod that you're removing. So I'm going to show you what I do and the difference between a freshly dug chunk of sod and then what it looks like after I've attacked it with this thing. And this is a tedious job. It's exciting thinking about the garden, but removing sod is not fun. It takes time, but the garden knife is really great for that, for helping lessen the weight and the burden of hauling away that soil and keeping some of that good soil in your garden. What I really like about this knife, it's super sharp for one thing, but this serrated edge, I don't know if you can see that, this edge here makes it possible to really slice away a lot of soil back into your bed. So I'm going to show you how I do this. So I'm using a turf edger, which is this tool here. It's got the rounded edge and it's got a nice foot platform for when you're jumping on your edges. So I'm edging it out. I've spray painted in my line using a cord, actually, an extension cord, and then I spray painted it just to make sure I got the edge of the bed right. So now that you've cut through your sod, you can start pulling up the chunks of the pieces of it. And I'm going to say this chunk here might weigh maybe 7-8 pounds. I mean, it's heavy, but look how thick it is. So if you were to tear all that out, think of the amount of soil in a garden bed that you'd have to replace. You don't want to do that. So using a knife, you can conserve some of that soil and not have to add as much later on. Okay, so using the serrated edge, I'm just going to start slicing away at it. You just want to be careful. This is very sharp. I cut myself a couple weeks ago on my thumb pretty bad with it, but you just want to cut it back into your bed. And the serrated knife makes short work of it. I mean, the whole job in itself is time consuming, but you won't have to replace so much soil and you'll save some of that good topsoil. And the load won't be as heavy. When you go to haul it away, it won't be so hard, because this stuff, let's face it, it gets really heavy. Okay, so now that's what you're left with. It's a lot more manageable, and you've got a good amount of soil left here. So I'll show you one more. So think of this. Get you a big piece here. Okay, now compare a piece I just took out that I haven't stripped of soil yet with the piece that I have stripped. It's a pretty big difference. So if you're going to be working with a new bed or digging out a new bed, get yourself a turf edger, which is, if you remember, is this guy. It's got the foot platform here for you, so when you jump on it, you can use both legs, both feet. And a hori knife or garden knife. It'll make it a lot easier for you to saw away a lot of that soil and keep a lot of it in your bed instead of having to throw it away. Okay, thanks for watching.